Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the village of Pewsey, which is near enough in the centre of Wiltshire. We're going to be walking along, crossing over the River Avon, meeting up with the Avon and Kennet canal, going along there, up through the Vale of Pewsey before looping back and heading back to where we started. The walk should be about 11-12 miles if I don't get too lost, so hope you enjoy it and come along. Some small tributaries of the River Avon. The River Avon runs for 83 miles. Its source is somewhere in South Gloucestershire. It runs through Wiltshire, Somerset, through Bath, and ends up coming out in the Bristol Channel, just south of Bristol. So this is the Kennet and Avon canal. It runs from Bristol through to Reading. It's not just solely the canal that covers the whole route. The route is shared by the River Avon and, believe it or not, the River Thames, which is what takes it into Reading. It's about 87 miles long. And I'm assuming, jealously, that people live full-time on these narrowboats, barges, narrowboats I think, and they're not just holiday homes, but if they were, how fantastic. As we're getting closer to Pewsey Wharf, starting to get a bit of congestion. Is that what it's called when they're all lined up? Narrowboat estate? I don't know. Where's Yardley Go Bomb? Apologies if I'm speaking a bit quiet and it's a bit difficult to hear through the microphone. I am aware that people are living on these full time. I am virtually walking past their back door, front door, trying to be a little bit respectful. Here we are coming up to Pewsey Wharf, which, to be honest with, I know nothing about. Pewsey Wharf, 1810. Bar, bistro. Is this a bit like campsite facilities? some sort of gate or something crossing the canal back in the day. Anyway, we'll carry on along. All the boats seem to have swapped side on the canal. Don't know if there's a reason for that. I'm assuming there's laws for the canal. Rules, laws. Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. Part of me is a little bit envious. Just chatting to somebody who sat out next to their boat sunbathing. Says this time of year it's like a sweat box inside there. However, in the winter, complete opposite. Get the log burner going. Cosy and toasty as anything. That one looks like it's got a conservatory. What a glorious day again. Lots of rain yesterday, much needed. About 45 mile an hour gust of winds. Here we are, 24 hours later. Nice steady breeze. Blue, cloudy sky. Low 20 degrees. Honestly, this country. Oh. My, I've never been inside and it's already my favourite pub. Back in 1793, the local landowner, a lady Sarah Wroughton, wasn't too happy about having a commercial canal cut through her land, and she demanded £500 cash up front. Instead, they built this ornate bridge, calling it the Lady's Bridge, to be used exclusively by herself. She was more than happy and dropped the demand for £500 cash. As you can see, a bit ornate, looking well. What a lovely place to live. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Somebody could help me out. That's a narrowboat. And is that a barge? Or is that a not so narrowboat? If you can help me, just drop a comment in the comments below. That was difficult to say. Just drop a note in the comments below, because there's obviously a difference. There's one a wide narrowboat and one's a narrow narrowboat. Oh, there. Oh, there. This is getting hard work. It's way past lunchtime. Not eating a thing. Stopped off at a farm shop there. Not only was it ridiculously expensive, 14 quid for beans on toast, sourdough, posh beans, but couldn't get in. So see if we can find some on the way through. But I'm not feeling that hopeful. Hello there. Hello, you two. How are you? I'm assuming originally this area was for 3-point turns, handbrake turns, or whatever you do in a narrowboat. Obviously no longer in use. The red sign there saying danger. Nice place though. I'm now wondering, is the water on canals always this brown? Dirty? Has it always been like that? Is it just a mud bottom instead of a gravel bottom? Oh, again, if you could let me know in the comments below, be much appreciated. Always learning. Looks like something for Wind in the Willows to me, for those that are old enough. I think I found my one. All that's missing is a helicopter. And back at Pewsey Wharf. Hello.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, as always, thank you, especially if you got this far into the video. I've ended up doing quite a bit further than I thought it would. That was down to the actual ground being different to the map. Something a farmer had done, but got no issues there. You always trust the ground, never the map. It's been quite difficult to film this. One thing I didn't realise when I was planning it is that 100 metres of the canal looks very similar to the next 100 metres, and the next 100 metres beyond that, and the next 100 metres beyond that. So hopefully I've made it interesting. Try to vary it a bit. As always, thank you very much. For me, the motivation's still working, and hopefully see you next time on the video. Thank you. Nearly back. Nearly.